Assimilator Bronze game number 120 between myself up here in the top of Daybreak and Gemini on the other side of Daybreak. That's pretty funny that it's a two-player map. Oh, and an exact, well, he slightly beat me on the split there. The good luck, have fun, the U2. This is yet another PvP, mostly because it's all I've got now. I used to, and I did try to have sort of interesting games or games that I thought I could work on and things like that. I'm just taking a sip of water, sorry. But the problem is that I'm not actually playing a lot of ladder right now, and it's partially because I don't really have the full-on interest because, you know, with Lime Not Lemon, Griff and I are coming up with some cool ideas. We keep doing cool other things, and laddering just is taking kind of a backbench to us just sort of having fun with the game, which is, I think, what it's kind of all about. But I'm also able to improve slightly based on that. I mean, I had a game against Griff. We had our best of 3, and then afterwards I just totally ripped apart ladder, which was pretty cool. So it kind of acts as training, which is nice. Keeping head on worker supply, going out for my first scout, but also, and I don't want to bore you with all the details, but life is hard. Life is really hard. So just busyness and things like that. You know, what I'd love to do is sit down every night. Actually, I challenge Griff to something, and you guys check this, just sort of heed this, and this is my idea on ladder anxiety. Do not aim for a certain amount of wins. So I challenged Griff to this. I said, let's aim. Oh, there's me missing my gateway. Do you see that? Missed my gateway. Sometimes when I hit shift to click, the shift does not quite stick. So I find that kind of weird. So what I scouted there was, I think I scouted no gas, and I scouted just a basic gateway. So I didn't scout any proxy nonsense or a forge. So that's good. So I just went about my regular business. Yeah, so we've been coming up with some fun silly things. What was the other thing I was saying something. So anyway, we've just been coming up with a different ways of playing the game, and and then laddering. So I challenged Griff to not go for a certain amount of wins. I challenged him that per ladder session, try to aim for 3 losses, not for wins, for losses. If you win 3, if you lose 3 in a row, fine. But if you keep winning, you have to go until you lose. He tried it, and I think he did it once or twice, and I haven't yet had the time to do it yet, just because, again, life is hard, and there's so much going on, and I find I'm having a bit of a difficult time just getting enough time for everything. But I'm not going to talk about any of the details or anything like that, because we are here to play some StarCraft. We are here to talk our way to the bronze and finally figure out what is going on with this game. So, for some reason, I decide to forego my 3-stalker rush. Not entirely sure why, but there we go. And another zealot. I think it's possibly because I screwed up the timing of my assimilator. I wasn't really watching fully, however, trying to stay on top of my pylons, which is good. I don't have a forward pylon, so that didn't screw me up. I am ahead in army and worker supply. It's the APM right now. So he's spamming like a mad trucker. No, I don't know what that means. I should probably be given a second one right about now. 34. Here comes another one. 3442. Awesome. Still getting my... Yeah, alright. I'm enjoying that. Here's my 3 gates. And about halfway. We've got 2 zealots and a sentry. I think I'd like a little bit more. Aiming for a stalker. Interesting. Not pushing out. I should be having a peek around here because I'm still not quite sure whether or not there's a 4 gate. And there comes the robo facility at 536. So the 5 facility of the 3-gate robo at 536. I'm not quite so sure I like the timing of that. I do like the timing of these. Well, probably a little bit faster on those. But warp gate finishes at, yep, 600. That's my fastest. It's over here somewhere. Warp finish, my fastest is 547. So that's pretty much on par with my best. So there's 3 warp gates right there. There's a small army. I'm finally having a little poke around just to make sure there's nothing out there in my expo. And this would be a good spot to search as well, just to make sure, because sometimes you can put one pylon there, warp in on the high ground, and then apart from that, cover your front door. Maybe have a peek down here. How far does that go? I can't quite tell. I'm not too familiar with all of these new And I don't seem to be getting any more workers currently. This was kind of funny. Well, I want the tower. No, you take the tower. No, I'm going to take the tower. You take the tower. I had it last time. No, I insist. Very polite. Not actually fighting over anything over there. Deciding to take an assimilator before the Nexus is down. Why not? Still sticking with a few probes up here. Oh man, forgetting that. That's lame. That's gonna cut down on because I wanted to get another immortal out. So I took out my probe, literally, because I wandered him in here just for another scout at 7 minutes to see what I'm looking at, and apparently I was looking at some sentries. So there's my army supply and my worker supply. My worker supply is doing pretty well. He is expanding at the exact same time I am, but I just seem to have a slight advantage. That's the word. Oh my god, that word took a long time to get to. A slight advantage in workers. Or a slight army advantage. That's what I'm saying. Man, I'm an awesome caster, aren't I? I'm really good at this. There's another sentry. So I've been working on this and just trying to make sure that I have about two sentries seems good. 2 sentries, 2 immortals. Look at that. That's a good army to push out with. Please tell me I push out just to have a peek. I've lost my map, my vision of the towers, lost anything else, gotten a... Am I waiting on an observer? Really? I could have ended this. Forge in another gateway. So when I expand, I keep trying to work on a few buildings. That's my new plan. For the other part of the plan is just when you're expanding, keep trying to go. Oh, ground weapons 1. See, if you wait around all day, he's gonna come in and totally ruin your face. So there goes that. The observer's ready. Come on. Get together the whole thing. Get everyone together. That's a lot of zealots. I'm happy with my zealot count. That's good. Although once I have warp gate, I stop warping in zealots. Oh man, 3 sentries. Come on, bro. Go. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So here's another example of me waiting around forever for nothing to happen. So meantime, I have. That's my 4th gate is coming down. So I'm kind of on a 4-gate robo. Aha. I got lucky here.
You must construct additional
because
pylons.
This makes me want to push out. Seeing a pylon like that. So I saw a pylon, and then I did a bit more scouting. Oh, there goes another observer. Man, he's got a lot of observers. So I bring out my army to take out that pylon, and then I start to look at what kind of tech we're looking at here. 5 gates? 5 gates in the main. Twilight Council isn't going to be researching anything. Here's me trying to chase down his observer. That doesn't quite work. But I'm here. My observer following him, I do manage to take it out. So, ruin a bit of his day. A small amount. My +1... He's on its way. He's at ground weapons +2. So I'm just slightly faster, but he's doing roughly the same thing. Now, just for fun, let's find out how many gates does he have. He has no gates at the front. All his gates are in here. So he's on 5 gate, and I am on... Did I pop another one down? Yes, I did. I popped 4 more down. I'm on 4 gate, about to be on 8. My worker supply is only a little bit above his because I'm still not quite saturated up there. I am still not... Oh my... This useless assimilator I decided to do nothing with. This was me trying to have an example of good play, but... No. So 2 immortals, a lot of stalkers, amount of zealots. I should be moving my zealots and getting them up here in the front. But no, I just move as one giant mulched group. Wait for my pylon, because I'm all about the waiting. Here comes another immortal. Army supplies doing okay. I'm at 111. And this is when basically we just try some engagements back and forth. I find him, he finds me. He's got charge lots. I manage. Man, if those were my force fields. Those were not bad. He got one force field there. He probably wanted a couple more. What I'd probably like to do is get my probe. Nope. Get my probe over there and just put another pylon back here. That would be cool. Meanwhile, I'm warping in just behind this attack. Pretty sure I'm coming out on top here, despite the fact that I have +1 and he has +1. Oh, his +2 is not quite finished, so I'm just getting in ahead of the +2. I finally got pretty lucky there, but I really could have pushed it sooner than this. I had a bit better luck. Regardless, not too many screw-ups, aside from that one gas having never anything in it. The income seemed to reflect what was going on. Yeah, my gas was just down because derp. And final count. I think I was pushing 30 in current, or in average, eventually. So anyway, this is just an example of the game. And this is just a basic PvP I found. Not too much cheese, just sort of a solid play back and forth. It's a lot like my games with Agamemnon, actually. Except most of those games I was on the losing end of. Probably because of the push and the engagement. But I think my engagement went a bit better that time. What do you think? Leave me a comment down below. Send me an email, ziggyziggy@gmail.com. Or you can follow me on Twitter, @ZiggyStarcraft. Holy cow, it is hot. And I'm a little tired. And I could use some coffee. Maybe I'll go do that. Alright, stay tuned.